Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time.
And it looks like this time I'm just going to go ahead and play Rogue again. Being stomped by a lot of rogues. I've done the other two recently. Vilespine Slayer seems like a clear winner here, although destroying weapons is pretty good, but not close to as good as an Assassinate that comes with a 3-4. But you do have to combo it to make it work. These are all pretty solid guys. Tempted to take Rockpool Hunter, but this ability is really good later in the game, and I'm not likely to prioritize Merfolk. So, I'm going to take this. Never know, it means I might trigger elemental stuff. We got something epic here. So, oh man, I wish I'd known that. These guys are really strong with the Murlocs. Like, craziness. Right, 5-4 for 4 is excellent. And it's a beast if you care. And as a battle cry, you get to adapt. Like, you choose an adapt and adapt all of your Murlocs and play with it. That's strong, man. I wish I'd taken that Murloc now. Then I would take this, but I didn't. Discovering he can potentially get you a big spell. Lots of spells don't have targets, but I just don't think he's good. Like, some people didn't think I was aware of that from my set video. No, I'm aware that there are spells without targets. When I say I don't think he's good, I'm counting that. Like, it is just too expensive. If 5-4 for 8 is terrible stats, you are getting a spell and casting it for free as part of that 8 mana. I understand and kind of understand why he is expensive, but I don't think that that's actually what you need to save you. But this guy, weapon has 3 attack. This is the arena. I have no ability to count on that at all. It could just be a 5-5 pirate for 6. I'm going to take the Megasaur and just see what happens. See, now, that's stupid, because the Megasaur is tempting me to, say, take a Blowbill Sniper, who is a perfectly good, I like him as a Murloc, but that's against Eviscerate and Sprint, either of which is super potentially game-winning. Sprint is very slow. I'd rather not take the Sprint. I'd rather try and get card advantage from other ways. I have to take the Eviscerate now. We'll go for the Prophet. I don't think I need to Elemental it hard enough there to take that guy. I should probably take this, but we're going to take the Tide Hunter. We're going to try and get some Murlocs, even though it feels late because I've already passed up on good ones. Mega Corsair is excellent for Rogue. Excellent. Yeah. As much as these guys use in Crystal Caverns deck, this is not a Crystal Caverns deck. But it was. I wonder if you can even get quests in the arena. Does anyone know? Because that seems like a good card to... Quests seem like a good thing to not put in the arena, because they require a lot of special effort, and clearly an arena deck is not going to have a good chance of doing, like, the discard quest for a Warlock or whatever. 1 less for each card you've played from another class. I'm going to have no combos for that. It's just going to be a 3-attack, 3-use weapon for 4. Let's take the Huckster. It's a good card. I like cards. We're going to take the Envenom Weapon, because we've seen that is a death machine. You pay 3 mana. You have to get a dagger first, but you pay 3 mana. Now you can kill any one thing just by taking its attack and damage. And it sits out there and can potentially be used again, which is amazing. He's going to give me cards. We'll take him. Shadow Strike is going to blow up something that I would like to blow up. Assassinate, my deck could have too much of that stuff if I go that route. On the other hand, Assassinates are good things to have. I mean, Bloodsail Raider is good, efficient, like roguish. But I'm going to take this out. Thunder Lizard is excellent if you have reliable early game elementals. Is 3 mana for a minion, for a Yeti quality minion, basically. I mean, what you can't get to choose from is random, but it's likely to be good. It's going to be at least worth 4 mana, whatever you get, if it adapts. But I think I'm going to take the Murloc Tide Hunter. I have that weak-ass, or like, I have 1 card that would make it a strong combo. But also, I don't think I'm going to have enough elementals to make that reliable. I've passed some up. I currently have 1. Yeah, well, let's take the Tide Hunter. I really wish I'd taken that 2-3 Murloc early on that. If I wanted to cast a million spells, or if I had a lot of spell damage, this could be okay. But right now, that's 4 mana to do 2 damage spread how I want. This is 2/2 for 2 that gives me one of those things. It gives me a 1 damage thing. So this is actually quite good. It helps trigger combos. Sap is a much better card than I give it credit for, but I don't have to make that choice. I've got all kinds of assassinate things. I'm not going to worry about it. Let's take the Threshodon. The Murloc connection is minor. It's just he's a good fat minion, which is something I need. Poison? A reasonable amount of weapony stuff. Let's take the poison. It's fine. I am going to need some good early game minions. I'm going to take Spiteful Smith because I'm a rogue. I like that. Goes well with stuff. Biteweed kind of bites. Is vastly inferior to other things that give you size, like minion size for the number of cards you play. Kidnapper is pretty expensive. He's just no Vile Spine Slayer. Compare the two. 5/3 for 6 or a 3/4 for 5, but he his combo bounce something, which you can bounce your own guys for combos, but he just kills it. Often better. Charged Devilsaur is expensive, but he is large, and while he can't attack your opponent the turn he comes into play, he can attack other things the turn he comes into play, which is not true of other large minions generally. Big Game Hunter can blow him up, but I think we're taking Charged Devilsaur and charge. Oh, I gotta pass up the Phantom Knives and the Shadow Strike, but I'm gonna take Rockpool Hunter. So I've got a bit of a Murloc thing going. I have enough other Murlocs to make him seem better than he otherwise would. I have a few spells in here. They tend to be on the cheap side. This gives me a spell. He gives me a class card, which could be a spell. Envenom Weapon is a spell. Shadow Strike. I'm thinking, yeah, I think I'm gonna take the Pyromancer. If I have Murlocs, he could backfire. Frozen Crusher is pretty cool. It's possible to have too many assassination things, but I'm going to say it's hard to have too many instant destroy a minion cards. So I'm going to keep that. You're expensive, and you're awesome. I'm going to take the Charm Reaper. I haven't gotten to play with them much. Maybe I'll hate him, but I'm pretty sure he's awesome. You're a good size for the cost, and you give me a card. Oh, no, you don't give me a card. You reduce... Okay. Your ability probably won't come up, but you're a 5/6 for 5, so I'm going to take you over the Auctioneer anyway. I have a number of spells, like potentially I could get Auctioneer stuff going, but I think I'm more comfortable right now taking the reliable just fatness of him, ignoring his hero power. Okay, do I take another Assassinate? My deck is going to be all Assassinates. I have a pretty good pool of cards that cost 2 or less, and a bunch of 3s. So triggering the combo on the Vilespine Slayer should be reasonable. It's going to cost 7 or 8 mana to play this and assassinate something. This is doable. I'm going to have 2 Envenom Weapons, 2 of those, and potentially 2 Assassinates. The thing is, I don't like this guy. I don't know if I need that guy as much as I need the ability to just kill something. So yeah, that's going to be just all Assassinates all the time. Elemental, I'm not really going for the Elemental stuff. The Kobold... like spell damage, I don't have that many damage spells. If he had come up earlier, maybe I would have tried for more of the Razor Petal stuff. I've got the Eviscerate, that's great. The Petal that comes from him, that loves spell damage, but really, Shadow Strike doesn't care as much about spell damage. It's already doing a lot of damage. I will guaranteed have a situation come up where I wish it did more than 5, but only because I said that. Nesting Rock's pretty awesome. Charge is good, but I have a lot of things for killing minions. They're usually expensive things, but we're going to take Rocky there. Hallucination just gives you... it just turns into a different card, but it's like discovering a card. It improves your card quality semi-randomly. For cheap, it can trigger combos. That's another good way to trigger the Vilespine Slayers. So yeah, definitely Hallucination on that. And the final card... God, my deck is just going to be all assassinating. It is. It's like, I don't have enough elementals to make him work. If I did, I would, because he can just come into play and deal 5 damage to your opponent. And if you can't kill your opponent with that, then he just kills a minion instead for 5. But, he's great. Again, I don't have that many elementals, especially cheaper ones. No, I hardly have any elementals. Tar doesn't count as an element. Oh, he does. Okay, well, still, that gives me about, what, 2? Yeah, no. Our deck is going to be all assassination. I don't know that this is actually good. I don't know that I have enough damage dealing in here, because a huge number of the cards in my deck are for just killing minions, and not really offensive enough. But I have a few things to get me cards from outside of my deck, to like discover cards, or just get random enemy class cards. I have a shit ton of things that just blow up a minion. So, I am going to give opponents heart attacks and make them think, oh my god, this is unfair. That will happen. What I don't know is whether it's going to actually work out to help me win many games, because you can easily have too much of your deck devoted to assassinating enemy minions. Because these are powerful because they're instant death effects. In Venom Weapon, I have to take the minion's damage when I hit it.
Let the hunt
and the pause can stop me from getting to the one I want.
Your back.
Yeah, we're not keeping you in the starting hand. Could have had another Rockpool Hunter. Like that, there's a potential to have a crazy Murloc adaptation play. In reality, it's likely going to be adapting one Murloc, but it's still a 5/4 for 4 that threshed it on. All my assassinating stuff, I'm not even counting the Giant Wasp, but I forgot I picked a Giant Wasp. What was in that row? I don't know, but probably not great. Nesting Rock, that is awesome. Do I waste this or save it for combo? I think at this stage of the game I'm better off doing it. I don't have anything good to do with my turn. I guess I could coin this guy out, or coin this guy out. Coining him out's not bad. Coining him out's not bad. Then I would have that thing in my hand. You know what? I'm actually going to do that. I can hallucinate later. I want to have these cheap spells to trigger combo on those Vile Spines, because I have 3 Vile Spine Lashers, but that's fine. So that's what a Razor Petal looks like. I hadn't seen the card art. Okay, so him without the adapt. Fine. Venom Weapon. I wish I had 1 more mana, though. Because I could do this, and then, but if I hadn't spent the coin, I wouldn't be able to anyway. So, okay, I can't just stab that guy away. I'm just going to hit for 2 and play him without the Battle Cry. It is really tempting to make a dagger, because then I would have it there to envenom. But I'm going to wait and hope that my opponent doesn't play a really big minion right now. It seemed unlikely. Hunter turn 3. Something big enough left to come out. Vile Spine Slayer. Okay, now I'm definitely saving a 1 mana card for that. What is this? Freezing Trap? Yeah, okay, whatever. Is fine. Do I make this now? I think we're going to play this, because if something really bad comes out, he can kill it. Or he could kill that, even though it's not particularly large or aggressive. Shoot me for 2. Fine. You have shot me for 2. I think I'm just going to play this and not attack. I think the threat of that thing is more valuable. I do have, I don't know, like 5 Murlocs in here, maybe counting him, something like that. And I'm not too worried about losing his Battle Cry. He kills the wolf, if nothing else weird. If nothing else came out, so I'm pretty happy with that state of affairs. And if something big comes out, then I can kill it with the Wasp. If I get multi-shotted, then I will be unhappy. Okay. Ow. Okay. So I could Razor Petal that thing. See, now I've got too much like assassination cred, and not enough worth assassinating. I think the thing to do is actually play this guy and then sacrifice this to kill the wolf to protect him. So we're going to do that.
in all things.
Okay. If my weapon gets up to 3 attack, I don't have many good ways to do that. That I can't do reliably. This is like 3 2/2s. This is a 5/3 and then a 1/1, and then I get a 2/2 when she dies. That is a weird selection. I think we're going to take Eye of Blackpaw just because it seems scarier to my opponent. I don't think I'm going to get up to, like, there's a chance, but I really don't have that. I have 2 cards in here, the Deadly Poison and the Smith, that can get my weapon that high. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think she's actually that much better than Force of Nature for me, but I'm going to take her because she seems better. A little bit scarier. A little tiny bit more apocalypse proof. So now I am live. This Razor Petal and the Hallucination allow me to just assassinate anything I want. If my opponent even played something big. This guy's he's not like the best choice to assassinate, frankly. Yeah, see, this is where you get too much assassinating power. I wish I had a cheap minion to play so that I could get this guy taunt, because then I could wreck face. But no, I think we're going to go nuts, and we're going to Razor Petal this, and we're going to excessively assassinate that. That is over the top killing this. This is but a sample of my power. Hey. Opponent has no idea how much assassinating is coming down. Anything you play that is worthwhile, you'll die. Just so you know. I don't know if that's worthwhile enough to kill. I think I'm better off playing Aya, probably. No, I'm better off playing the Threshodon. Although, I could Envenom Weapon. That'd be just like wasting 2 mana. It's not much of a turn, but I have all the cards and my opponent doesn't have the cards. And it's kind of demoralizing, because then you have the Envenom Weapon sitting around. You know what? Because if I play this, then he's just going to kill my guy. It doesn't work out great. I'm just going to Envenom Weapon. Maybe silly. Something actually big comes out, then I can blow it up elsewhere. I should probably hallucinate it now, but I'm not going to. I'm going to save it just in... Oh no, wait, I don't have another Razor Petal in my hand. Yeah, screw that. Hallucination. Oh, Hunter's Mark is awesome, but I have so many things for killing, I'd rather have another big minion. Even though I've got a handful of big minions. I'm going to be shocked if he comes back from this somehow. If I manage to screw this up. Boy. That would be impressive. Okay, let's play him. I'd kind of like to do other stuff, but by playing him, I can get that taunt from it. Now I'm just going to start beating the face in. Where 2-1 does not concern me. Nancy. No, you're not. Although I suddenly wish I had the multi-shot. Multi-shot? No. I mean, this is just going to get poisoned, so it doesn't really help, but it's a thought that counts. No, I don't think that much. Indeed. I think I'm going to play her.
Go on guard, girl.
Hang on for my Envenom's Weapon. It does have the drawback that means I can block it. So what I'm going to use this to kill that. Because whatever, we're going to get poisoned anyway. And I'll just keep my powder dry. Again, his comeback abilities are limited here. What's he going to do?
You are no fun.
Well fought.
Yeah.
I can see.
I wish he could see my hand. He actually has no clue how screwed he was. So that worked out okay. But again, I think you can see how it's possible to have too much of that stuff. If he kept on playing efficient small minions, then I would have been in a bad place. I spent an assassination quality ability on a 3/7 that kills itself over time. Ooh. But, I mean, you can't argue with the fact I have a lot of killing power here, so we'll see how it works out next time.
Please click the legendary like button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.